Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Direwolf20's 1.16 FTB Pack, where today we're going to run into some power issues with our ore tripling. Alright, so time to sort my infusing. Got rid of those metallurgic infusers and turn them into the infusing factories, and these will just do a bunch of stuff at the same time. And I got the enriching factory. Now, I think I'd probably get away with... because we want one for coal, one for redstone, one for diamond, and one for refined obsidian. Maybe I just make an enriching factory per resource. I was just going to do one, but yeah, maybe that'll be... It's going to use a bit more power, but that'll be fine. So to get some of those enriching factories, they were pretty simple. One for each resource. And yeah, maybe slightly overkill, but I mean we've got plenty of resources now. And actually if I'm gonna do it this way, I don't have to worry about piping stuff. I can probably get away with doing it like this. Is it nighttime? Is that why there's drowned out there making noise? Yeah. I suspect we're probably about to start running into power issues. And I just wanted to sort this before I upgrade all of these factories. They're slowly working away. Just chipping through the different resources. Now the problem I've always had with these is if you put like full speed upgrades in all of them, like each one sort of becomes a bottleneck for the one before it. Because if you think about it, this turns one thing into three things. So if this is going the same speed as this guy, he's got to deal with 3 times as much stuff. And that only gets like worse as you quadruple it and then quintuple it once we get there. So I definitely want to like start here, make him as fast as possible, and then slowly start working my way up. Although thinking about it, these sort of turn one thing into one thing, so they're probably not too bad, but it's probably this guy's going to be the issue. But hey, that's not what we're doing. We're trying to solve this. So I think I probably want... Now, can these have filters? I did see that there's a filter upgrade. Oh, but that's just for heavy water from regular water. Alright, that's not what we want then. Okay. So if we got some refined storage cables, and if we got some importers, exporters, for exporting from the system. So these guys are going to need power though. Well, it's the best way to handle that. Yeah, power's always the messy part. I guess we could just go along the top for them. That way we can have exporters. And actually we want some importers as well. And there's our importers. Oh, that multi-jump's getting annoying. So... you can just do something like that, and then we can probably hook into... that's going to be an issue. Nice. I guess the problem is... No, this should be fine. Problem is these can hold a lot. Maybe I just wanted a enrichment chamber. I mean, we're here now. Well, we'll see how we go. I'm a little bit concerned this is going to use way too much resources. So before we do this, let's just do this manually for a start. Yeah. I was going to import the redstone, but the problem is... Now, yellow was extra, right? I think that worked. Let's just get a It's not going to look great, but that's okay, I guess. So you're going to be doing coal. You're going to be doing diamond, and this is probably where I want to be careful, right? Ooh, we don't have a lot. Let's try and mine this stuff with our fortune pick. I got a couple of diamonds. Now, can you just do straight diamonds? You can. It's so good. There we go. You've got some diamond in you. And you are going to be refined obsidian. Once we infuse some of you. And let's not do all of them. And these guys need power. Cool. And it's kind of cool that we can see how much power we're draining here. So you're going to be making refined obsidian. Which, to be fair, this is going to be going into this guy. Yes, because that's a thing as well. And yeah, we'll end up with a nice amount of refined obsidian. And this is going to be handy for upgrading our machines. Which is probably the next thing on the agenda. Actually, we want to... importer. So make the back output, and then that is going to import the stuff that gets made in these. And yeah, I'll just wait till we've got more resources before I start auto-importing like redstone and coal into these guys. I mean, redstone and coal themselves aren't bad, but we do use them, in our reactor. And we might start chewing through a bit of it. Maybe. Yeah, hey, that looks somewhat tidy, somewhat tidy. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is probably get some speed upgrades in this guy. And we got two. We really want... worked it out. We've got the things in the back as well. I think it was like 40... but I was out of this stuff. So let's get a bunch of these going. And we may as well get some... the osmium circuits going as well. And boy, you could probably do with a couple of speed upgrades. Alright, so if we wanted speed upgrades, just waiting on these infused alloys because I want to get enough that we can make it for all of these things. And then we can find out sort of how slow our resource production is. And we've still got power stored in here, so that's pretty cool. Right, I'll let these guys finish up, and then I'll make the speed upgrades too. And then we'll see how fast these guys can go. And just while waiting for this to finish, I thought I'd sort the couple of ores that can just be enriched in the enriching factory. And that's our two different types of coal ore, status quartz, silver, and bauxite. Unfortunately, these are going to end up as dusts, well, grits, and they'll have to be smelted, which I guess I could chuck one up there, but for now, we'll just process our coal and other bits and pieces. And I guess auto sort on would be a good idea. And that'll just end up chucking stuff straight into the system. And it only doubles the ore, like the coal ore. And like the crusher would give us 4. So we are missing out on potential extra coal, and if we used a pulverizer we'd also get sulfur, and it looks like there's an additional chance to get more coal, plus there's different upgrades for the pulverizer as well. We should have. We've got 50 speed upgrades. And that's enough for 8s on all of our machines. Yeah, we get our energy upgrades. We want 50 of them. We should have the stuff for that pretty easy. Cool. Now, I'm not going to upgrade these guys. Like, they're fine the way they are. But these guys definitely want the energy. At least. And then we can start putting some speed upgrades in here. Now, this might be too many. At the moment he's using 160 RF attack. Yeah, no. Woo, Tiger. That's quite an increase. Because these will stop once the oxygen's full. I'm just not sure where the oxygen's going. It might still be filling up the pipes, because this looks like it's full of oxygen. But this guy doesn't seem to be filling up. Let's get a couple of speed upgrades in this guy too. Yeah, and we might be pushing our energy production a little bit now with those guys. Yeah, putting 5,000, so we're making 6,000, so yeah, these machines aren't actually running. Well, this guy is. But the basic smelting factory, he definitely wants full speed upgrades. And I think this enriching factory probably does as well. And the crushing factory definitely does. That's pretty quick. This guy, I'm not so sure about him. I figure if we put a full lot of speed upgrades in there, we're actually going to end up being held up. But I mean, we're not making a bunch of ore, so I think it's fine for now. We'll deal with these problems as they arise. And you know what? This guy probably wants to go a bit faster too, by the look of him. That's pretty cool. And what's our network looking like? Yeah, we're starting to push it a little bit. But that's cool. In terms of ores we're not processing, I think we're pretty good. Like, none of this stuff's super important. Silver and bauxite are going to get processed in that guy. Yeah, the rest of it's pretty cool. Oh, diamond ore. You can get doubled in the enrichment chamber. Yeah, our fortune seems pretty inconsistent, so we'll do diamonds as well. Alright, so our power is okay at the moment. I'd say we're kind of just about breaking even. What's this guy up to? This guy is still making plastic. He's going to backstaff and eventually stop. I could be importing this plastic, but we don't need it often enough that it's a problem. Oh, and I have an elevator on the top of my roof, so I can get out easy. But I think it could be time to upgrade some of our miners. I think we have enough crystals to upgrade one of them. And I'm just not sure which one to upgrade. Whether I go for the ore, or do I go for one of the crystals? I mean, crystal would make sense because the more crystals we're getting, the faster we can upgrade our machines, upgrade our miners to, I mean, the second tier for a start anyway. So I might do that. Yeah, you'll see, unfortunately, I didn't get the gap. Super good. There's a gap of 2 here and a gap of 3 there. I think a gap of 3 is probably what I want, so I'll move him across when I upgrade him. But he's our ore miner. So I think I want to upgrade this guy. Yeah, I think we have the stuff. I'll just carefully mine this dude. I think I got everything. So we're going to need some more frames. And these are still going to be annoying to make. Hey, we've got them. And I don't know why these don't stack. There's something funny going on with the, I guess it's the NBT data of these guys. Because some stuff doesn't stack and sometimes the recipes don't work properly, but that's cool. To make the Iridium Void Miner, he's actually way cheaper than previous versions. It's only just the crystals instead of blocks of the crystals, so... And he's going to be funny about that. Where'd you go? A laser core? We should have a laser core, we do. Yes, it's not picking up some stuff. But here's our tier 2 Void Miner. Cryonite's the next one. So he needs 28 frames. So I've got 22. There's 28. And to upgrade them, we just need 28 of these iridium things, which is going to need our redstone imbued obsidian plates. So we need 28 of them. I think they were easy. That was just obsidian plates. And so we're going to need a total of 28 of these. And a bunch of redstone to convert these. And I was doing that over here. I got a bunch of litherite interconnects, which is not what I want, but thanks. So these guys... Make some of them. And then these are... Yeah, I thought these might auto-input, but they don't really seem to work too good. We'll just do it manually. So once we get these, get our iridium crystals, which we've got 92, so I think this is more than enough. We're just going to need 28 of these guys, because they're used for making the next frames, and it's the only tier 2 thing, the only thing that's going to require them. So I'll whip these up and then we should be able to assemble our first tier 2 void miner. And we should probably upgrade our power as well. So using our iridium interconnects, we can just put some iron in this redstone, make one that's got more of an input. So you need 2 iron and an iridium interconnect. Hey, next tier input, which will take 8,000 iron for tick. I don't know how much this is going to use, probably more than we can handle right now. And then we need 4 modifiers. So I think that was the null modifiers. Let's get another 2 of these. We'll work on actually, see these don't stack either, it's weird. We'll work on actually making some upgrades. Like radiant, I don't know what that does. I think that might be for like the nanobolt things if they are a thing yet. Bandwidth, I don't know if we need that. Beam width addition. Not sure what that does. Don't know what this does. Frequency might be how often it mines something, so we could actually make these. Yeah. Amplification. Yeah, I have to do a little bit of research and find out what these actually do. Okay, so we got our 4 null modifiers, we've got our 16 panels, we need 3 laser cores, we have 1. And they don't stack either. And 1 laser lens holder, and I think this is everything. So let's see how well this guy assembles himself. I'm not holding my breath. And he should be a bit bigger as well. And are you going to work? Hey, looks pretty good. I think right-clicking on the side works better than doing the top or bottom. So, yep, our power, no, that's not where that wants to go. Our item output was going to go at the front. our bigger power inputs going at the back. A couple of extra frames. Okay. And that should be this guy. We just need to chuck in our crystal miner. Give him some power. It's going to be interesting to see how much he actually uses. 2,000. Cool. Oops, that's on wrench mode. And we should start seeing some crystals coming out of this dude. Yep, any moment now. There we go, and that's one of the next tier of crystals too, by the look of it. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, maybe between episodes I'll upgrade these guys. It'd be good to get the void miner working. I am concerned about our lack of redstone, to be honest. Because that probably means... Oh, and somebody told me to push this button. Well, actually, a couple of people told me to push this button. And yeah, that's handy. Yeah, I thought it was on by default, but I guess it wasn't. And just means, yeah, it'll charge up to full, then stop charging until it drops below 70%, and then start again. But yeah, I am concerned about the lack of redstone. Because this was at 128 before. Now he's down to 117. Oh, where? Oh, it doesn't matter that this guy doesn't have power. Right, I'm going to go move the void miner, the digital miner rather, to get some more redstone, and yeah, we'll see how we're doing for time after that. So it turns out the reason my digital miner wasn't really getting us a lot of resources is because I've got to chunk load it. So it was sitting there doing nothing. So I thought it would be a good stress test to just manually mine up a bunch of ores and just chuck it in the system and see how our ore tripling copes. I suspect we're gonna get blocked up in some places. Yeah, I found all this stone from Create, which is kind of cool looking, but I had to add it to our storage unit. And actually, thinking about it, I really need to upgrade this guy. I know there's a tier 3, which that's pretty simple. Probably should do that. Probably should do that before we start avoiding like redstone or something. I don't even need to get that mana and artifice stuff. Yeah, so if we come down to our system... Oh, he's already struggling for oxygen. Right. Well, this is what I wanted to see. We definitely don't have the power to increase him. So yeah, just with the digital miner going, this guy cannot keep up. I mean, we're still borderline breaking even. Let's chuck a couple more speed upgrades in these guys. They're already using 640 arrow for tick, 1200 arrow for tick. Yeah, we can't really sustain that sort of power draw. And he's still only got enough to do the single slot. So we need a lot more power. Might as well chuck all these ores in here though, not silver ore. Yeah, we're draining the energy, which to be fair is kind of cool. While it's nice to have excess energy, I also like having a need to make more. Now, I guess you could ask, do we really need to be getting all of these resources? And the answer is no. Absolutely not. I don't think there's anything that requires this much. Like, I don't think we're ever going to touch our 5,000 iron, really. I mean, maybe. To be fair, I haven't looked at what like the mechanism reactor takes. But hey, it's kind of fun. So, the next tier of Powah reactor. What would that take? I think it was... Now, could we just go like to this level? Blazing crystals. We totally could, because... probably not the diamond one, because we don't have that many diamonds. The emerald one. We got a few emeralds. Let's have a look at it. I don't think nitro. I don't know what nitro takes. Near the stars. Oh, right, yeah, no. Let's have a crack. At the spirited dude. So I think we know these things. Oh, that's energy cable. That's not even what I want. We wanted spirited. That's an energy cell. That's the wrong thing. Reactor spirited. So it needs spirited thingies. Spirited crystals, which are just emeralds and an energizer. And I guess we'll make basic energizing rods. Because I don't have the energized steel for making the next ones. Right, that's pretty simple. And I think these just need power. Not really using the space up here. Oh. So... Oh, maybe we need an energizing orb. I wonder if that sits on top of it or something. I briefly looked at it a while ago. Is there a manual for Powah? There it is. I don't think I have it. Ah, we need the cable. Oh, any forge energy block. Okay, so... Temporarily... And if we got some emeralds... And that's pretty slow. That's almost done one. Whoa, give me that back. Can you do a bunch at once? You can't. Wow, that's really slow. Okay, so it's not quite as easy as that. If we had a flux point, let's say it was a couple of blocks off the ground. Oh, we can do that. Because then we get around the issue of transfer rates, because these flux points have an unlimited transfer rate. And then if we check this energizing orb here and put an emerald in them, it works. It's pretty, whoops, don't do that. It's pretty slow. And I'm assuming it's going to be just as slow. Oh, you can't even do that. Oh, these are actually running out of power, and I suspect that's because we are running out of power. All right, as a temporary measure. Let's set up our old reactor. And we can just chuck our redstone, our coal, our dry ice, which we're going to have to find a way to get this soon. Redstone, coal, dry ice, and a uranite. So that'll be an extra 1500 RF for tick, which might help this guy. It's definitely these things. Actually, no, it'll probably be because of our ore processing system, to be fair. Like, this guy's just not keeping up. Right, that's cool. Let's take a speed upgrade out of each of these because they draw too much. Means they're going to be even slower. Yeah, we're going to end up with a big backstuff of ores. But eventually we'll end up with some... We need to make the next tier of energizing rods, I think. Which would be these hardened ones, which just need some energized steel, which was just gold and iron. And we'll let this one finish. Hey, we got one spirited crystal. That's pretty slow. Hey, that's better. Can we like hopper out of this, or... Cool, and it doesn't extract stuff until it's done. But I doubt we can hopper into it, because I think it'll put too much stuff in. Oh. Yeah. Well, I think next episode we might be getting closer to the next tier of reactor, because it looks like we're going to need it. And we'll work on improving our ore tripling, because it cannot keep up with how much ore we're bringing in when the digital miner is actually running. Well guys, yeah, getting there. Power issues, to be expected. Trying to expand our void miners rather. And yeah, we're going to consistently need more power to get more resources, to build more machines, to get more resources that need more power. And it's going to be awesome. But it's been ClassicDuff. You've been watching the episode. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.